Yo, what's good out there, world? Welcome to this edition of Smoking and Baking with Trademark. And today, I'm going to be making for you a homemade, made from scratch coconut loaf cake. And ingredients are as follows. So I'm going to be using some flour. Here I have some sugar. I'm going to also be using 2 sticks of unsalted butter at room temperature. And also I'm going to be using some baking powder. I have 3 large eggs here at room temperature. And also I'm going to be using some of this Baker's sweetened coconut. Now also for my flavors, I'm going to be adding a little coconut extract, some vanilla extract, and also some almond extract. Also here in the back I have some unsweetened coconut milk. I'm also going to be baking it here in my loaf pan, and I'm going to be using some of this pan baking spray for that perfect release. Now here I have my powdered sugar out, and this is going to go with the coconut glaze, and I'm also going to be mixing it here in my stand mixer with my paddle attachment. Once again, here are the ingredients that I'm going to be using to make this homemade, made from scratch coconut loaf cake. Now, let's get to baking. So the first thing that we're going to do is mix our dry ingredients. Something that I forgot to put on the table when I was showing you the ingredients was I'm also going to be using a half a teaspoon of salt. So let's get our dry ingredients sifted. So right here I have 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and we just going to throw this in there and sift that. And then when I add the rest in, that's when I'm going to add in my 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder and my half a teaspoon of salt. And we just going to sift this all in together. So I wouldn't got my spatula, because sometimes when you get to the bottom, you might just want to smash your flour little rocks down and just get everything through the sifter. And then once after we sift that, we're just going to set this aside, and I'm going to see you at the next step. I'm going to take 2 sticks of unsalted butter and add it to my mixer. I'm also going to add in 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Now I'm going to place my stand mixer down, and I want to start it off on a low speed. And then I'm going to turn it up on as high as it gets, and I'm going to let this cream together like for 2 minutes. Halfway through our mix, we're going to scrape down our mixing bowl. So now that I have this mix and it's nice and fluffy, I'm going to scrape my bowl down one more time before I add in my eggs. Now I'm going to add in my eggs one at a time, and they're going to be slightly, I'm going to slightly mix it. So here you go, egg number 1. And I'm just going to put this on a low speed until my egg has mixed in. So now I'm going to add in my flavors. I decided to not put any almond extract in it. I'm really not a big fan of almonds, so I'm not going to use it. But if you still want to use it, you can. So here I have a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And here I have 1 1/2 teaspoons of coconut extract. And I'm going to mix that in. And I'm going to see you guys at the next step. So now we're going to go in with the flour and the coconut milk, and we're going to do it in 3 parts. So I'm going to add a little flour, and now I'm going to add some of my coconut milk. And I'm going to mix this on a low speed until it get incorporated before I turn it up, because we don't want the flour flying everywhere. And we just want to repeat this step until our flour mix and our coconut mix, our coconut milk is done. So here I have my batter all mixed, and I already sprayed down my loaf pan. So now I just want to get this mix inside of the loaf pan. So I preheated my oven to 325 degrees. I'm going to leave my cake in there like for 65 minutes or two, or until a toothpick come out clean. So here I'm just trying to make sure everything is even by tapping my pan. And now I'm going to place it in the oven for 65 minutes, and then I'll see you guys when it's done. So to make this quick coconut vanilla glaze, you just want to use 1 cup of confectioner's sugar. You want to use 2 tablespoons of coconut milk, and also a half a teaspoon of coconut extract.